Well, new at 6 tonight, advocates for the disability community are hoping a new law in Minnesota taking effect in January requiring new public buildings to have adult changing tables will serve as an example for lawmakers here in Ohio. Families with disabled children or adults here in Central Ohio are fighting for a safe and dignified place to change their loved ones to.
You're doing so great.
You may not think twice about taking your kids shopping,
Go see the basketball?
out to eat, or to the local YMCA.
Go see the basketball.
But for Melody Bogan, taking her son anywhere requires planning.
It takes a lot of foresight because I am aware that there aren't a lot of available changing tables.
Her 16-year-old son, Alan, is autistic and has Down syndrome. He isn't able to go to the bathroom on his own.
All right, here we go.
For her, a changing station for babies or toddlers won't help. Alan weighs 150 pounds.
So for our family, I'm prepared that when we go out, it usually needs to be a short stint because I need to be within a 20-minute radius of home.
Kim Bolter has a similar story. She faces the same challenges when it comes to taking her son out for the day.
Everyone needs to use the restroom, usually when they're away from home, especially if they're gone for any length of time, longer than an hour. So not being able to find a place to change him and take care of him or change his clothes if needed is really a big barrier to being able to go and participate and have fun in our community.
These families would like to see legislation in Ohio similar to what recently passed in Minnesota. A law taking effect in January requires new public buildings to have adult changing stations. It also provides up to $20,000 in incentives for businesses to update their existing restrooms.
Honestly, Yolanda, I believe it's just a sense of awareness. We don't know what we don't know.
Advocates took their concerns to Columbus City Council earlier this year. They say the lack of adult changing tables is a community issue.
This is not a quick fixed solution. I wish it was, because in talking with some of these folks, I understand how hard this must be to not have this kind of infrastructure in place to take care of their family members.
City Council President Pro Tem Rob Doran says that until recently, this issue was not on their radar. Now that it is, he's committed to addressing the problem.
We're taking a hard look at what we can do internally at the city when we bring new public-facing buildings online, and then having some conversation with other partners out in the community when they do that as well. We've found out as we do more research on this, it's much easier to sort of install on the front end when a new building is constructed.
And as older buildings get renovated, Doran says that could be another opportunity to add them. But only time will tell.
I'm confident that when it comes to changing tables, it's a common sense thing to do. I really believe our city council and our government, they'll do the right thing.
Now, the next point of contact for these advocates is Governor Mike DeWine's office. They'd like to see adult changing tables installed in all rest areas and welcome centers in the state of Ohio. They say this isn't a luxury, it is a necessity because it is a basic human right to be able to use the restroom with dignity.